Hi there, welcome to my channel. You know what? Love has many faces. The face of attraction, feeling and desire. The face of choice, choosing someone despite their flaws. The face of action, that is sacrifice, respect and presence. The face of responsibility, to protect, to nurture growth and not to harm. In Echoes of Gukurahundi, Dot sees love differently. She sees it not as connection but as a deal. When a married man, approaches her and declares his love, she does not pause to consider the morality of the situation. Instead, her mind moves to a different calculation. What can I gain from this? Dot did not invent this way of thinking. She was taught it by life itself. Years earlier, she had been transacted. Her maternal grandmother, Gogo Musa, gave her away under the shadow of fear. Fear of ancestral spirits that Gogo Moya had threatened her with. In that moment, Dot stopped being simply a child. She became something that can be exchanged. So, when I speaks the language of love, Dot hears a deal. She hears opportunity. Ice is going to England, and England represents something powerful to a young woman whose life has been shaped by scarcity and uncertainty. England represents distance from the nasty past, distance from the limits that have defined her existence. For Dot's England looks like a future, but Ice is not offering a future. He is not searching for a partner. He is offering a quiet side dish role. Someone who will live in the shadows of his real life. When he proposes that Dot comes to England to live as a lifelong side dish, he expects hesitation, but Dot does not recoil. She sees a door opening, but the door will not be simple to open. First, she must cross into South Africa without a passport. Then she must enter into a sham marriage to obtain the necessary papers. For many people, such proposals would trigger questions of legality or morality. But Dot does not moralize the situation. She does not weigh the ethics. She asks herself only one question. How much could this change my life? To understand this, we must understand the world that shaped her. For Dot's survival has replaced morality. And this is one of the quiet consequences of Gukurahundi. Violence does not end when the killings stop. It reshapes the living. It leaves behind children without fathers, families fractured by fear, communities forced to navigate life through desperation rather than principle. In such environments, choices begin to look different. Relationships become negotiations. Trust becomes currency. and survival becomes the highest moral principle. Dots is not simply making reckless decisions. She is navigating a world whose rules were rewritten long before she came of age. A world shaped by violence, silence, and absence. So, when she calculates that she might gain from ice, she is not merely being opportunistic. She is responding to a life that taught her very early that nothing is freely given. Everything must be negotiated. Everything must be exchanged. Dots is not just pursuing opportunity. She is living in the aftermath of a history that altered the rules of survival. And that is one of the hidden legacies of Gukurahundi. Not only the lives that were lost, but the lives that were reshaped. If you want to understand these stories and the histories behind them, subscribe to the channel. Because some histories do not disappear, they echo. Thank you for listening. The journey continues.